Washington. The United States launched attacks against Iran-backed militias in Iraq and Syria on Friday, its first retaliatory strikes for the killing of 3 American soldiers in Jordan last weekend, according to an official at the Department of Defense. U.S. military forces struck more than 85 targets, hitting facilities such as command and control operations, intelligence centers, rockets and missiles, and drone storage sites, according to the U.S. Central Command. Our response began today. It will continue at times and places of our choosing, President Joe Biden said in a statement. The United States does not seek conflict in the Middle East or anywhere else in the world. But let all those who might seek to do us harm know this. If you harm an American, we will respond. The military action is a significant escalation in Washington's bid to deter the growing threat from Iran-backed groups across the Middle East. A step fraught with risk abroad and at home, as Biden seeks to prevent the Israel-Hamas war from spiraling into a wider conflict while working to secure his re-election. The Biden administration had made clear that the U.S. would take military action after the drone attack by Iran-backed militants at a remote U.S. base in Jordan, in which more than 40 others were wounded. Biden attended the dignified return of the 3 slain U.S. soldiers at Dover Air Force Base earlier Friday. Syrian state television reported that the strikes killed and wounded people, but it did not specify an exact number of casualties. Before the strikes, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin had promised a multitier response, and officials told NBC News that Biden settled on a plan expected to unfold over multiple days, possibly weeks. American forces are expected to hit targets in different countries outside Iran, U.S. officials said. Follow for live updates even as Biden and his deputies vowed to retaliate. They have added the caveat that Washington does not seek a war with Iran or a wider conflict in the region, a sentiment that was reiterated in the president's statement on Friday. Their calibrated statements appeared to indicate that it was unlikely the reprisal strikes would hit targets inside Iran itself. We will continue to work to avoid a wider conflict in a region, but we will take all necessary actions to defend the United States, our interests and our people, Austin told reporters at a Pentagon news conference Thursday. Iran has denied involvement in the drone attack and said it, too, does not seek a direct confrontation with the U.S. after previous attacks by Tehran-backed groups in Iraq and Syria that wounded but did not kill some American troops. Biden ordered airstrikes that targeted the militants' weapons depots and other sites. But the pace of rocket and drone attacks dramatically increased after the October 7 Hamas terrorist attack on Israel and the subsequent Israeli assault on the Gaza Strip. There have been more than 160 attacks on U.S.